October 1972 here, also known, of course, as Brian. So I am saving money for my trip to Japan. I think I can save, um, without getting into too much detail about it. Well, sort of, I don't know. Maybe at some point I'll get into more detail in a video. But I think I can save $160 this month for the trip to Japan. Um, I'm, I'm paying off my credit card. I'm trying to use it less. There's always going to be a few things that are charged to my credit card every month, like my phone bill, a few of my streaming services, my iCloud storage, and then the gym I go to, I get a monthly fee, so it's taken out my checking account. So, but I think I can. I've thought of, I've either thought of either saving $160 a month or $240 a month for the trip to Japan. But I think because of the way I've been spending a little, and I'll show you because there's something I bought that I'm going to show in this video. Um, so at least for this month, instead of having 240, it's going to be 160. Maybe it's more realistic to save 160 a month. In any case, I got a Blu-ray box set, and I didn't pay full price for it. I have a Criterion. If you know my videos, you know that I buy Criterions during the Barnes and Noble 50% off Criterion sale, and those are usually in July and November. And I think there's another Criterion I want, but I can pay for it with I get these Barnes and Noble gift certificates when I spend up to $2,500 on my credit card. They give me a $25 gift certificate to their store or online. So I have a gift certificate, and I'm just waiting for the sale to come so I can buy this Ozu movie called Green Tea Over Rice or something like that. So that'll be in November. So anyways, I also have participated in the Criterion flash sales, which are like 24-hour sales, and they let you know by email. So I've participated in those in the past, and I guess I reached so much spending on those that they gave me a gift certificate. Criterion gave me their own gift certificate on their website. So there was a box set that was released in August, late August, and I wanted to get it. And I don't have a lot of Iranian movies, and it's the same director as one of the films that I got for the Criterion sale this summer. So let me just show you the film. I don't, where did I put it? Oh, I got it right here. The film that I bought during the summer, just to show you, it's the same director. It's I got Close Up This Summer by Abbas Kiarostami, and he did certified copy too. And I don't know if he did Lahane or not. I'm not quite sure on that. I think he did some French films. I think he did some films with Juliette Binoche, but I'm not quite sure. What am I not quite sure of? I guess I'm not quite sure of that, but I think so. I think he's done some French movies. Oh, and he did a Japanese movie too, I believe, and I think it was on Mubi. And I think Mubi, the films are on for 30 days and then they leave, and I think it's left already. But anyways, I think this is Iranian. Yeah, it's in Persian, or I guess Farsi, the language they speak. So anyways, in the mail today, I got the box set. So the gift certificate was for $50. When they originally listed the item on their website, it was about $70 for the box set. When they finally put it on sale, it was around $80. So at a $50 gift certificates, I paid around $30 for this box set, and the box set is this, the Koker Trilogy, which I think I've mentioned in some previous videos of me wanting to get. But basically this is the end of the line for quite some time as far as buying movies go. So the only things I would buy as far as movies go in the future for quite some time would be um, with Barnes and Noble gift certificates when they're on sale. So then I'm not really paying any money, or technically not, you know. So, but anyways, it is a nice cover there, and it slips out. I haven't really looked at this at all. I did pull this out and look at this. It's kind of interesting. You open it up. I guess you could sort of compare it to like a greeting card you buy. It's like folds in. You take parts of it off. You know, that's the last one. That's the second one. That's the first one. There's the booklet. So let me show you. The first one is called "Where's the Friend's House?" So I'm glad to have some Iranian films in my collection, because I've bought some Iranian films on streaming services or at the movie theater, and I really enjoy Iranian films. I do have Baran, but that's on video cassette. And there's some really good Iranian films that have, as far as Muslim countries go, I think Iran is one of the great places where some good cinemas come out of. Incidentally, while I'm mentioning films from areas that have Muslim populations, or Islam is a major tenet they follow there, or religion or whatever. Um, um, Saudi Arabia has a movie called Wajda, Wadjda, and it's about a young girl who wants a bicycle, and it's sort of discouraged in their culture because she's a girl, you know, and she decides to take this Quran contest to win money, and the money by the teacher, she's thinking, the teacher is thinking it's a female teacher. Maybe in Saudi Arabia the teachers for women are women. I'm not quite sure on that, but I think she thinks she's going to give it to like Hamas or Hezbollah. But you know, I don't want to give it. I don't want to really give too much away. It's a really good movie. It should have been nominated for an Oscar. Maybe the Saudi Arabians didn't want it accepted for a nomination. And it was directed by a woman, and the woman that directed it, when she directed scenes outside in the streets, she had to be in a van and watch from a monitor. But it's a really good movie. Another good Iranian, that's a Saudi Arabian movie, but a good movie that's Iranian is The Circle, which is basically about all these. It's about women's problems, how life is hard for women in Iran, like all the situations they go through, and not having the proper papers, and not having a husband's permission to do such and such, and not being allowed to drive, and sort of Iran in a certain way is a little more liberal than other Muslim countries, in the sense, because like in Iran, a woman has to cover her hair. I think she has to cover her arms too, but it's not like Saudi Arabia where they have to cover the whole body and the only thing you can see are the eyes. So, and they allow people to make movies. There's The Separation, which was the first Iranian film to win Best Picture at the Best Foreign Film at the Oscars, and that's about a woman who wants to divorce her husband and take her daughter with her out of the country. But the option she's given is either she can leave her husband and daughter in the country and go leave the country, or she can stay married to her husband and live with her husband and her daughter. So that's another good one. Another one, I have to think more about it. I don't know. It's a deep one. Maybe it's their Citizen Kane. It's certainly one of their masterpieces, their classics. The Cow, which came out, I think it was '67. Iran is I'm not a total expert on Iran, but like you had going back to their history, I think Iran had a democratic. People on here might know better than I do. They're older than me or have more education about that area. But I think Iran was a democracy at one point, and then maybe it was when Nixon was president and Kissinger helped. Like the CIA were helping to bring these puppet governments into control around the world. I think there was oil there in Iran, so the U.S. put up the Shah to be in power, and the Shah treated the Iranian people terribly. So there wasn't a revolution, when Carter became president, and the Shah, I think he was dying. He fled the country. He was granted exile in various countries. Maybe Egypt was one. I think he was over here for a while, and he died shortly after. And that's where and then Iran became what it is now, which is a theological country. So, but anyways, they do make a lot of great movies. I think Baran is another one about a young woman who wants to support her family, so she pretends to be a boy. Another great Middle Eastern movie. It's not Iranian, but I think it's from Afghanistan. It's called Kandahar. It's about a woman. She wants to find her sister, and I think her sister is with the Taliban or something. So, I mean, they really have an interesting cinema over there in the Middle East. And Iran does have has a lot of interesting movies that they've made. There's another one. It came out a few years ago. It involves genies. It's a horror film. I think it's called Under the Shadow, maybe. That's a pretty good one. That's when Iran and Iraq were fighting each other. Of course, well, now I'm going to get. I think Iraq was armed by the American government at one time when they were fighting Iran. So it's a very complicated history over there. But anyways, forget all that about the politics. There's been some fantastic films made in the Middle East, is what I'm trying to say. So there's another one, A Girl Walks Home at Night, Home Alone at Night. That wasn't made in Iran. It was made in California. That's what Joe Bob Briggs says on his last drive-in on Shudder. Shudder's a horror streaming site. So it's an Iranian horror film, but it was filmed in California, but they made it look like it was shot in Iran. So anyways, that's the film. I mean, that's the box set, the Koker Trilogy. At some point, I don't know when, I'll be watching this. And that's by Abbas Kiarostami. I think he's dead now. And of course, I bought this a while, during the summer Criterion sale. So anyways, I think I'll put some more music up on my channel. I don't know if I guess I'll get to reviews one of these days. There's something else I was going to do on my channel. Oh yeah, Mike Gray 1951. He did a video where he responded to somebody else on YouTube about why do we buy Criterions. I like to participate in that as well and give my 2 cents. So I'm going to do a video on that. I'm going to try and get it going soon. But that'll be a separate video. So anyways, thanks for watching. Thanks for all the support, and I'll see you soon. Bye now.